Okay, guys. So you might have heard that Tate got banned, and I believe it's the wrong thing to do, because I do believe that Tate is innocent. There are a few videos where he explained every single allegation against him, but he didn't really, like share that everywhere like he does with his normal videos, or wanted his fans to share it. I just believe that he thought that these allegations would reach nowhere since they were so fucking stupid. In today's video, as you can see it on my screen, I'm gonna talk about every single allegation and deny them, and tell you guys why they're false. So yeah, let's go. Trying to find the video where this guy talks about him.
For all my fellow men out there.
Okay, so this guy, I despise this guy because he's the definition of being as wrong as possible.
Please stop looking up to Andrew Tate. He is a bad guy. And just some examples of that. He's an alleged human trafficker. He said
the reason why it's alleged is because it's a fucking lie. There is no proof of him being a human trafficker. He used to work as a camgirl manager, but other than that, there's no proof of it. And the reason why there was this allegation in the first place was because Andrew and his brother Cheston were having a huge party at their house. And there was this one girl that called her boyfriend and said, Andrew and Tristan Tate have abducted me, and I cannot escape. And the police have actually raided to their house. So that part is true. After they raided, they realized when they looked at the CCTVs that the girl ordered pizza. She went outside, ordered pizza, and came back, and she was like chilling in a party.
He said he moved to Romania as it's easier to assault women there. He said
no, that's a completely... Okay, this, as you can see, this guy has below than 10 IQ. I'm gonna prove it again and again and again. I'm not even doing anything extensive, by the way. I just wrote Andrew Tate moved to Romania. Why? Listen to it carefully, by the way. He talks like he's saying that he moved to Romania because it's easier to abuse women there, but he's saying something different.
40% of the reason I moved to Romania, because in Eastern Europe, none of this garbage flies. If you're going to go to the police and say he raped me back in 1988, they're going to say we should have done something about it then. If you go to the police and say he raped me yesterday, say, okay, if you got physical evidence, or is there CCTV proof? Where'd it happen? Okay, let's go interview him right now. And if it wasn't really rape, I'd say, oh, we went to the club, we got drunk, she agreed to go back to my house, we started having sex, and then we carried on having sex, and then we had sex, and she didn't say anything wrong, and then she texted me afterwards, and I didn't text back, and now she's saying I raped her. The police would be like, okay, she's an idiot, bye. But no, not in the West. In the West, you can tell them that exact story, you're still fucked. You're fucked in the West. When people say, why did you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a fucking rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free. And if you're a man living in England or Germany or America or any of the Western world right now, you've decided to live in a country where any woman, any ex, any fucking bitch who works at Greg's who you bought a pasty from, at some point in the future can destroy your life. This Me Too era bullshit has not protected women. It's just destroyed the safety of men.
I understand that there's a lot of stupid people nowadays, so I'm gonna dumb it down as much as possible. In this video, Andrew talks about dating women, and then after they break up, like years later, they can say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give an example of myself. Kickstick abused me back in the day. And in United States, they don't need much proof. They don't need as much proof as you would need in Romania. So they can ruin your career by just saying, this guy abused me. They don't have to show any logical proof. That can just simply ruin your career. That's why he moved to Romania. He didn't move to Romania because it was easier to abuse women, which is probably the least true thing possible. European women are way more high value than the Western women.
Said some women put themselves in a position to be assaulted. He's compared...
Wait, what? He tweeted, sexual harassment is disgusting and inexcusable. However, a man looking at you or whistling you isn't harassment. Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, but in this text here, Andrew is saying harassment and abuse are serious terms. When we talk about abuse, we mean the word that starts with R. When we say harassment, we mean it in a way where it would actually hurt. If someone whistles to you, you wouldn't just collapse down and be like, oh my god, you harassed me. What the fuck? Like, we get that shit as well. You know how many fucking disgusting old people I see, female old people, that say, oh, look at how handsome this young man is. Even though they look like the bottom of Gandhi's flip-flops. It's not cool to have that feeling. And as a male, you're just like, okay, you know what? This person is obviously joking. You're just saying, okay, you know what? Yeah, fucking whatever. You just say nothing and just move on. You know why? Because it's just the thing that they say. It's like, if a woman is beautiful, they say, or something. You know, I can't do it, but you know, you get the point. Harassment is a serious term.
To be assaulted. He's compared women to dogs, children, and...
Wait, let's read this because this guy is manipulating his viewers. Also on the BFF's podcast, Tate defended his opinion that women are like dogs and children, saying you can't be responsible for something that doesn't listen to you. You can't be responsible for a dog if it doesn't obey you, or a child if it doesn't obey you, or a woman that doesn't obey. You know why he says that? I'm like disgusted by this guy, by the way. Oh my god, he reminds me like some of the people that I have in my class and shit. The reason why he says that is because he's right. Women do not listen to you. You know why? Because they're extremely egotistical. That's why he compared them. He's not saying, oh, women are like animals. The reason why he says dogs first, because he wants to give the most extreme opinion as possible. The reason why he dumbed it down to children is so that people like this guy can understand that he's not saying it as an insult. He's just comparing certain attributes of women to other things. Let's continue.
And other objects. He said that women are worse drivers, even though there's literally no data to support that.
There is data. People always look at the crash rates between male and females, but you're looking at the wrong thing. If you really want to compare which gender drives the best, you gotta look at which gender is better at getting their driver's license. Let me show it to you, hold on. So every year since 2002, more men have passed their driving test in Wales than women. But why? By the way, this is recent research. This is 24th of July in 2022.
He also runs a pyramid scheme, which just basically scams people out of their money.
It's not a pyramid scheme. He says that when you're in my course, you're gonna get enough money to be happy. He says that by paying $20 and getting $2,000 out of it, if you do what I say, then you're going to be satisfied with it. This is the thing, all right? Andrew Tate is not doing a pyramid scheme because there is no one that actually entered his courses and did the things he said that said, okay, you know what Andrew Tate is saying is wrong. That's the thing. These guys are always talking about, oh, it's just another pyramid scheme. Let me tell you something. If it was a pyramid scheme, wouldn't there be this like huge YouTuber or this huge random person that would pop up and be like, okay, you know what? I entered Andrew Tate's website, Hustles University, and I lost money. I had this and that happened to me and stuff like that. That never happened. That's why this guy's fucking different. Last thing, let's see.
Money, but the list goes on and on. But Andrew Tate is a very bad guy and just a very bad influence generally. He's not an...
You're a worse person than Andrew Tate.
An alpha male. He's an alleged human trafficker, a huge misogynist, and a scammer.
That was it. That was all the big fucking allegations. What the fuck happened? Literally, what the actual fuck has happened in the last few years? We have a person like Andrew Tate, we have a legend like Andrew Tate that have taught us how to be a better man, that taught us that finding a respectable woman is better than dating some bitch that'll break your feelings. Let me tell you something, without men like Andrew Tate, we'll have these LGBTQ plus type of people that hate men, that are the biggest misogynistic people. We have people like PETA who are making themselves look like they're defending animals, but they're basically taking animals from kids and then, you know, murdering them. We have so many terrible people that think that they have a right to speak when they actually don't. Yeah, I do believe that guys like me are gonna take their place because I'm a person who talks about intensive stuff in a sane way. Sure, I can joke about it and everything like that, but with the way Andrew Tate talked about it, he added a lot of extra stuff just to be in this like Andrew Tate billionaire character. And on top of that, not everything that he said was true. You know, you have to have an average IQ to understand what he was saying anyway, so you know, I guess not everybody's as smart as we think. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. My next video will be my comeback video. I'll be working on it in the behind the scenes. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
I just want the world to know in my final statement that if you're a supporter of mine, and I know most of you are, please explain the truth in a respectful manner. Telling these hate-filled people that they're wrong and calling them names won't help. These people are not happy people, because happy people don't act that way. Tell them the truth. Show them that the content is out of context. Show them the long format content. Say all the ways I've helped you. And I really believe by being a genuinely professional, logical, positive person, you guys can change public consciousness for me. And time is a beautiful thing. It's amazing how things change with time. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my fantastic life, which I've managed to build with all of the tenacity and mental strength that I try and teach my fans. You know how to reach me. And I'll finish with a quote from my late father. My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor.